Your eating habits and the type of food you eat every day can be one of the biggest reasons causing bloating and stomach discomfort. Let me tell you 5 reasons that may be causing bloating, gas, and indigestion. There may be many more, but these that I'm mentioning now are what we do every day without thinking about it. Once you manage to eliminate the food combinations and the eating habits that I'll talk about later, you will notice the difference in the way you feel right away. I'm Shrikant Singh and welcome to our channel Happy Belly Fish. Our focus here is on food, what you're eating wrong and how you're eating it. No matter how healthy your food may be, if you are eating it wrong, then no remedy can give you a permanent relief. So the reason number 1 for bloating are cold foods and drinks. Digestion is a warm metabolic process and we are warm-blooded animals or savages. This stomach is like an oven that you need to keep warm. Cold foods are great for sensation and pleasure, but they kill the digestive fire and also prevent the circulation in your body to run at optimum levels. The digestive fire that I'm talking about here are the acids and enzymes in your digestive system, and the organs secrete them optimally when your body is at normal body temperature. Cold foods take longer to digest and then it begins to rot and ferment, which basically is the reason behind your gas and bloating. So what can you do about it? Avoid having meals that are cold and do not drink ice cold water or other cold beverages during mealtime. Don't keep ice creams as part of your meals, no matter how tempting it may be. Herbal teas are great options, especially the ones that you can make at home by infusing hot water with simple spices and herbs that you may be having at home, like thyme, rosemary, green cardamom, cumin, lemongrass, and many others. Check out my videos on remedies on how you can make it at home. Link is in the description of this video. Reason number 2 is food combinations. Now, you might have learned how to portion your meals, but very few of us actually understand how do we combine them. So too much protein or combining protein-rich foods with simple starch or carbs or with fruits will lead to bloating. Foods that contain simple starch such as white rice or white bread and fruits will digest faster than the protein that is in the meat, dairy, or even in legumes. So some examples here are having meat with salad, or making a salad with lots of beans and fresh vegetables, or combining meat and eggs and beans and sausage and bacon in one meal. It might work for people with very strong digestion, but if you know that your digestion is weak, then this will take a long time to break down this food in your stomach and it will eventually lead to bloating and discomfort. So what can you do about this one now? Well, the first thing is to remember that never mix fruits with dairy. So your smoothie recipes might need to change. Choose complex carbs over simple carbs in food. So choosing sorghum, millets, brown rice instead of simple starch foods like white polished rice and white bread are better choices. Also, don't go overboard with proteins, especially when you know that you have a weaker digestion. Bloating can be due to a lot of underlying medical conditions and medications. Bloating can be temporary or it can be chronic. I'm not a doctor, so for any medical advice that you may need, please reach out to your doctor. Reason number 3 that could be causing bloating is food intolerance. You could be digesting certain foods poorly or much more slowly. Each one of us have a unique constitution. This also changes with age, season, and other illnesses. So you might find that eating beans or eggs or cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli are causing bloating. You may be sensitive towards certain types of citrus fruits like oranges or even high fructose fruits like grapes. And how do you tackle this problem? You need to be observant. Do you notice something strange after a meal? The same foods that were probably not an issue earlier but are probably causing a problem now. So some people even maintain a food journal to notice these changes, and this might even help you while talking to your doctor. You will learn what food suits you and what doesn't. This will also help you plan your meal better. The 4th reason is bland food. A food that does not look great, taste great, or smell great does not invoke appetite in you. Don't get me wrong here. Some people love steamed bland food and nothing is wrong about it. But bland food lacks taste, and taste is not just for pleasure. Aroma and flavor of the food are essential for triggering appetite in you, and it sends a signal to the brain to prepare that food is coming. So you begin to salivate, your stomach is prepared with the gastric juices to receive the food. One of the reasons why spice trade is such a big business in several centuries is this. Spices are healing because they help you digest your food better. And what can you do about this one now? Well, use spices and herbs to prepare and garnish your food. So fresh herbs here like dill, parsley, coriander, lemon juice, whatever you think is locally available around you might add that extra excitement in your food. You might also like to use seasoning spices like black pepper, za'atar, or even roasted cumin. Any seasoning that you can get your hands on. But remember, too much spice is also not good. Eat spice in moderation, just enough to excite you and not burn you from inside out. If you need inspiration, check out the other videos on our channel. If our channel inspires you, then let us know that you like us with your like and subscribe. The fifth reason is processed food, which contains excessive oil, salt, sugar, and preservatives, which you might already be knowing. There's a good reason why processed food industry thrives, and I personally think that the reality of modern life is a lack of time, energy, and motivation. In the daily grind, we remember to take care of everything and everyone around us except our own health. So how do you go about tackling this problem? Invest in yourself and try to build a culture of having home cooked food to the best extent possible. But if you're short on time or lack the skills, then today there are tons of meal prep services that can be great starting point, and it can be better than sandwiches and highly processed takeaway meals. They can be like your training wheels before you become more confident. Learning to cook will need an entire discussion on its own, so I'm not elaborating much on it here, but probably keeping it simple but nutritious is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Some people have stomach like a Toyota engine. Even if you throw a stone inside it, they will digest it. Younger people have a very strong metabolism, so they can eat anything in any combination but still will have a very clean exhaust. But with age, the metabolism will slow down and you will need to be much more careful with your diet and habits. You're not becoming weaker here, but wiser with your choices. If you have not already watched my video on the 7 home remedies for bloating, then do check it out. These are not just remedies, but something that can be a part of your everyday ritual. Let me know in the comments what would be the one change in eating habits that you will start today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.